Hey guys, this is your host Adi and welcome to Comic Space. And as we are about to see of 2023 and enter into in Marvelous 2024, we are going to talk about what to expect from this upcoming beautiful Marvelous year. And obviously, we're going to talk about 2024 Marvel Studios slate. We are also going to talk about Sony Spider-Man universe, and we are also going to talk about 2025 Marvel Studios slate because lots of stuff is happening on that year as well. So we have a lot to talk about. So let's dive into it straight away. So the next year, the first thing first that we are going to see from Marvel Studios, and it is going to be the first full legit rated R Disney Plus series, and that is going to be Echo, featuring brilliant Alakwa Cox returning as Maya, and obviously along with her is going to be Vincent D'Onofrio returning as my man Kingpin. And there obviously are chances of Daredevil showing up, or at least Matt Murdock showing up, and it is going to be a very major show as it's supposed to be transcending into the 2025 releasing Disney Plus series, and that is going to be Daredevil Born Again. So a major storyline actually putting down its root, because as it looks like all of the stuff Echo, Daredevil Born Again has to conclude something, and they are actually part of a something bigger that is we are probably going to see in Spider-Man 4. It is still kind of rumored, but as it looks like it is going to be very much fun, and it is going to be very much rated R as well. And that takes us to Marvel Studios' next project for 2024, and that is going to be the feature film Deadpool 3. And I think everybody know how important that film is going to be. It is going to be rated R, so second back-to-back rated R projects coming from Marvel Studios isn't quite something, because Marvel Studios have played on the ground of PG-13 for so long, and they are going full on with the rated R-ness. So we are going to have Deadpool 3, and it is going to be a very major film regarding the whole multiverse saga, as it's supposed to put down the roots for, obviously, as we know, the conclusion of the saga, and that is going to be the Avengers Secret Wars. And obviously my man Deadpool is returning along with Wolverine, Hugh Jackman Wolverine. I better add that because that is going to be something. So it is going to be another major project coming up from Marvel Studios. So moving on from the mercenary with the mouth, we are talking about Agatha, the Darkhold Diaries, a very important project in terms of Scarlet Witch solo film that we are going to talk about. So basically this year we were supposed to be getting the Witches Road special presentation, but Marvel Studios actually have put all of the special presentation for the hold for a while. And obviously Marvel Studios have recently slowed down a bit, and obviously the regime change as Bob Iger has come back as the new CEO. Obviously he has slowed the stuff down, and he have also pulled the plug on special presentation for the while. So as it looks like Agatha Darkhold Diaries is going to be an 8 episode series which is supposed to be coming out in the September month. So we are going to have Agatha Darkhold Diaries with 8 episodes, and the 9th episode is supposed to be the Witches Road special, and it is very important regarding the Scarlet Witch return, and I'm pretty sure it is going to be Elizabeth Olsen returning in the main 616 continuity for her highly rumored and a very much anticipated and a very long waited film, and that is going to be the Scarlet Witch solo film. So these are all the 3 live action projects that Marvel Studios is going to release, and that's it. They have 1 film and 2 live action Disney Plus series coming up, and that is it. So obviously Writer Guild of America strike and SAG-AFTRA strike has impacted Marvel Studios in a very major way. And obviously they also have a major situation going on, so they have a lot to figure out moving forward. So that is all for the live action stuff. But Marvel Studios is actually going full on with their animation slate, because next year we are supposed to be getting in Black Panther centric an animation project that has been held by Ryan Coogler, and that is going to be The Eyes of Wakanda. It is going to be an animation project, and it is supposed to be coming out in the later half of the year. And after that we are going to have Spider-Man Freshman Year, which has been renamed to Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which is yet another and major animation project coming up later in the year. And I think the major animation project that we all have been waiting for, and that is the X-Men 97, and it is supposed to be releasing in the April month. It was actually supposed to be releasing earlier next year, but as Marvel Studios have announced recently that they are going to issue some special edition comic books leading up to release of that show, so the earliest prediction for release date of X-Men 97, it is landing on April month. So that is going to be it for Marvel Studios for 2024. 3 animation projects and 3 live action projects, and one of them it is going to be in feature length film, and that is going to be Deadpool 3. And I think that is all we need. Maybe even if it's going to be only one film from Marvel Studios, but it is going to be Deadpool 3 and it is going to be an awesome film. So moving on, we are going to talk about the 2025 slate a little bit here. We are also going to be talking about Sony Spider-Man universe later on the video. Let's talk about 2025 slate, because recently the Fantastic Four was supposed to be start its filming in January month, but obviously that has been pushed till the May month. So obviously Marvel Studios is not done with the casting yet. As we know, they don't have any official Fantastic Four team right now, and obviously they are buying themselves some time. And again, next year Marvel is supposed to be getting into the production of Fantastic Four. Thunderbolt resuming its production along with Captain America New Brave World with some major reshoot. So a lots of production stuff is going to happen for Marvel Studios next year. And Fantastic Four, if it is not started filming in that May month, and if the filming is delayed by a month or so, I don't think so the film is going to be landing on the decided May release date for 2025. That case, because Fantastic Four is a major film, and given how high caliber that film is and how important film is for Marvel Studios, so I think there can be changes happening to that. So Fantastic Four could be releasing later in 2025, and Captain America New Brave World can be taking that May release date. So lots of interesting stuff is going to happen in 2025 as well, because we are going to have 4 major films. That is going to be Captain America New Brave World, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts and Blade. 4 of these movies are the huge caliber films, and Marvel Studios is going on full on with it. So again, Spider-Man 4 has a name that has been thrown around for a while, but I can confirm you that I don't think so, and I'm pretty sure that Spider-Man 4 featuring Tom Holland, it is not coming out in 2025. There has been a lot of chatter about it, but the production of the film is supposed to be getting into 2024 later of the year. So I don't think so it is going to make it that 2025 release date. The earliest it will be 2026. So okay, I think we just talked a lot about the future stuff and the 2025 slate, and I think I just got too ahead of myself there. I think I lost it there, but again, there's just so many great stuff coming up that you have to talk about, and the multiverse saga just has been something. So it is really fun to talk about, and lots of stuff to talk about, and lots of interesting things are going on. So I think it is now time to talk about Sony Spider-Man universe, and they are also releasing 3 major films in 2024. And the first thing first, it is going to be the Madam Web film. And again, we all have seen the trailer, and it looks a pretty great film. It's pretty simple. They are not getting too much into multiverse shenanigans and all that. It is looking quite of a film that you should have an eye out for. So look out for Madam Web. Then we are going to have Kraven the Hunter coming up in August 30, 2024. Again, we have seen the trailer for Kraven. It was supposed to be coming out in 2023. But again, they needed reshoot, and then SAG-AFTRA strike and Writers Guild of America strike, and now it is coming in 2024. So again, a very major film coming up from Sony Spider-Man universe, and that is going to be Venom 3. And it is supposed to be the last film in the trilogy of Tom Hardy's Venom. So it is going to be the final for Tom Hardy in a Venom film. So it is a very major film that you gotta have an eye out for, and it is coming out in November 8 of 2024. So I probably would have talked about Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, and I am actually now. So let's just talk about the film. So the film was originally supposed to be coming out in March month of 2024, but obviously they have removed Beyond the Spider-Verse from the schedule totally, because they are not sure of how much time the film is actually going to be needing. So, and obviously again, I really don't have any problem, and I don't think so any fan would have any problem with how much time they are going to take, because I think end of the day everybody knows it is just going to be a treat for eyes. Again, there have been chatter of Beyond the Spider-Verse pushing till 2025, and I think they would manage to release the film in 2024. It may be very later in the year. So I personally believe that Beyond the Spider-Verse is probably going to land in that 2024 release schedule somewhere or somehow, and probably later in the year. So as it looks like, 2024 is looking very jam-packed with all of these amazing projects coming up, and Marvel Studios is going full on red, and quite dark with next year's slate with Echo, Deadpool 3 being in complete rated R projects, and Agatha Darkhold Diaries being in sort of an extended season of WandaVision because the show has kind of the same tone and it is an extension of that WandaVision storyline. So it is also looking quite fun, and obviously Sony Spider-Man universe, it also have lots of stuff to offer. So before I see you off, so let's also talk about DC little bit. So we don't have anything coming up from DCU, but we also have three major projects coming from DC animation side, and those are going to be Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth, an iconic comic storyline which will be split in three films that will be releasing all throughout the year next year. So the first part is supposed to be releasing on digital on January 9, so for sure have the eyes on that as well. And at the same day, Echo is also releasing. So as it looks like, in the beginning of the year we are actually going to have a quiet and blast. Well, that's it for this video guys, but before you go, you can consider to grab the subscribe button so don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel or DC update. I'm so glad that you guys got the time to hear me out. Thanks for listening to me. This is your host Adi signing off. See you in the next one.